Hello, my scrappy friends. I am excited because I'm going to be doing a layout for StashBash Take 10 today. And I have this really fun summer kit that I'm working through bit by bit. And what I'm going to do is scrapbook these photos right here. This one's my daughter and one of her girlfriends, and they're on a tractor at an ice cream place we like when we go on vacation. It's called Moomers. It's so good. It's in northern Michigan in Traverse City. And the cool thing about the ice cream place, here, I can go ahead and put this back. The cool thing about the ice cream place is you get, yes, great ice cream, but it's also a dairy farm, so you see the cows waddling on by and all that kind of stuff. And you get to watch them eat, and it's kind of fun. And it's out in this really pretty, picturesque, rolling hills kind of farm area. So it's really cute and fun. And I'm like, why could you not have gotten a picture of yourselves having ice cream? But they did get a tractor, and that is cool because I have the same color green paper to use. And what I'm going to attempt to do is I'm going to attempt to scrap lift this layout here from Scrap Squad. I think it's scrap lift number 7 at Scrap Squad. And I've been kind of playing along because I have found that I love scrap lifting. So I'm going to go ahead and play along with that. And I'm going to try to insert this scrap lift like right up here in my viewfinder. So I'm going to try to leave a little bit of block of room up there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do this part next and see where this takes me. Wish me luck. All right, so I'm using this My Mind's Eye really bright summer kit, and I am so lucky that I have this piece of paper I'm going to use for my background, and it is extremely vibrant, I know that, but it matches this tractor. And I'm going to leave the sketch up as long as it stays in the correct frame, or as long as I can still see my layout while I'm scrapbooking. So I have this really great My Mind's Eye paper and these brads that I'm so digging on by this collection. So I'm going to make sure to use them a whole bunch as well. And I'm going to go ahead and start by double matting each of my photos. And in the sketch, I believe the photos were lined up more on the left side, but I'm going to be having them line up more on the right side, following the line kind of where their eyes are looking, so that it doesn't look like they're zipping off looking into space in another direction. So that's kind of where the photos are going to end up. And then I saw this cute little scrap piece of paper here, and I thought I would go ahead and use that as that little fishtail banner element that you see in the scrap lift. So I'm going to go ahead, and that's going to go in the upper left, and it ends up being a nice, I would call it a calmer color because the limey green paper is so bold, but it does give you a slightly more quiet resting space. And I'm going to go ahead and use this bright colorful rainbow at the top of my little photo stack there. And in the photo you see that it's all being kind of held together on those cute little sunglasses with some twine. And I'm going to find a little piece of twine that's kind of like burlappy, if you know what I mean, like it's super textury. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And also I'm going to go hunt around and find the popsicles and the ice creams that are in the kit that I'm using. So I believe I said it before that I'm going to use up a bunch of these brads because I am just loving them. They're giving me my kind of flat elements, but they're also giving me the dimensional elements that I like so much. You know, when you, gosh, I don't know how to put it. So I see so many of these absolutely stunning minimal kind of layouts, and I start doing that, and by the time I'm done, the thing is lumpy and bumpy, and I'm just having a ball with it. So I know I'm not going to stop doing that, so I'm going to have dimensional elements, and I'm going to have fun with it, and chances are there's going to be all kinds of color coming along for the ride as well. So you see that I went ahead and put those two little tiny pieces of burlap. It's just kind of representing the scrap lift that I'm using, and it's also giving me a way to use these heavy brads in this layout where they may not normally make sense to pop them in there. All right, so that's in there. Oh gosh, I forgot. I have got to go back and put a little bit of washi on the back of my layouts, but unfortunately I have a little wet element that will end up on this layout after a while, so we're just gonna have to cool our jets. And I don't know, it's so humid here today, I might have to do that part tomorrow. I can't flip it over yet. All right, so attaching my little parts down. I do really like this fun little set of chipboard that I'm using as well. You see the snow cone in the bottom left. Now the finish on those, it's a slightly cream color, but I don't think that you see any big difference, as a lot of the My Mind's Eye collection that I'm using has the same tones. It goes together really, really well. So that makes it easy to work with. Now I also need to get a photo cluster on the bottom left and a little one on the top right. So here I will be working on the bottom left. I was just grabbing from this little planner sticker sheet a few different pieces of the stickers. I used it from the planner sticker sheet as well as the cardstock sticker sheet. So it's just a nice little combination of the goodies I was able to find at Tuesday morning for my kit. And then I believe that's a Simple Stories chipboard piece that I included in with it. So like I said, the colors go together pretty well. I mean, there's slight differences, like one might have more of a pink hue and one has a little bit more orange or whatever, but I like it and hopefully you do too. That's all that really matters. So now for the rest of my layout, this is going to be pretty simplified. I'm going to be grabbing some stickers from a couple places. You see there that I'm putting another brad at the top because I'm determined to use as many of them with this kit as I can possibly do. Do you remember back when the collections all used to have brads that came with them? And now it's almost exciting when you can find a pack to go with your collections. Anyway, and these brads in particular, and I'm carrying on way too much about them, I know. They have gold on them, which is something I really, really love because I don't use silver as much. So I started working on that little tiny cluster that you see on the layout that I'm scrap lifting. It just has an XOXO, so I was kind of just working with the idea that I'll do the same shape, although my cluster did end up growing a little bit somehow. Not sure how that happened. And I told you all in my kit share video that I really wanted to work through these vellum freckled fawn little stickers, and they're still in great shape. They have really good adhesive, but I think I used up the last 3 applicable words that I could use for this kit. Like it says things like adulting sucks and today wasn't a good day and all that kind of stuff, and I'm like, ew. I'm in the middle of scrapbooking kind of cute, happy summer things right now. So it's going to be a little tricky for me to use them up this month. I'm not sure, but it's starting to look a little tricky. All right, so you see that I am now just going through my supplies bit by bit, and I am trying to add more of the different colors like I see in the rainbow. Like I was looking for more of that really great rosy red, and then it was like, do I have enough of this yellow in each of the clusters? I saw an ice cream cone with a little bit of gold on it, so I put it up on that upper left banner. So that's just about it. At this point, I'm just doing a little decorating. My layout's very simple. I have 2 girls on a tractor having fun at Moomer's Ice Cream, and I'm using these really great bright and colorful products, so they're very easy to use. And then I decided, why don't I go ahead and highlight the main photo that I have here, and I go ahead and use these photo corners. So those got on there, and then I went ahead and just wrote the year. And this is where I'm like, all right, what else is looking good? What else would be kind of fun to use on here? And I realized I wanted to do a tiny bit of journaling. So I'll go ahead and get the journaling block in the upper left up there, and it'll just say my daughter's name, her friend's name. So I think it says Ryan, Shannon, and Traverse City, that kind of thing. Nice and simple, just so in 20 years, we have some idea what it's about. So that banner cluster got a little bit larger, but it is larger in the scrap lift as well. Not that this clearly is even close to the same scrap lift, but the same idea is evident there. Taking a look at the cardstock stickers and seeing what might work for this. And that that little bin you saw me grab there on the right, those are all of my enamel dots. And then I thought, oh, I have this little spot where I've been working through a few different embellishments, and I saw these really great puffy circles. There's circles, stars, and hearts on this sheet. So I used 3 of the puffy circles, and then I'll go ahead and get some enamel dots on there. So I was lucky enough to be able to find some enamel dots that were in the right shades, and also that were the last few in a few packs. So that is great. And what you saw me doing there with the Heidi Swap Gold Color Shine is I was holding the nozzle up really high so I would get large splats. It's just a little game of patience, and then I was able to quickly flick the rest. All right, so if you could go ahead and like and subscribe below and take a look at the other channels that my fab fellow scrappers are working with in this series. Bye-bye.